Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome to Zenith Pulse, where we explore the extraordinary potential within ordinary moments. I'm Emma, and if we're meeting for the first time, I'm so glad you're here. If you enjoy today's journey, hit that subscribe button and join our community of everyday visionaries. Have you ever wondered what happens when you dare to dream beyond what seems possible? Today, we're exploring small wins, how tiny daily victories lead to massive change, a journey that might just change how you see your own potential. We live in a world obsessed with grand gestures, the overnight success, the dramatic transformation. But what if I told you that the most powerful changes rarely happen in these dramatic moments? They happen in the quiet decisions we make every single day. Think about this. A single drop of water seems insignificant, but a steady drip, over time, it can carve through solid rock, creating magnificent canyons that leave us in awe. Your small wins work the same way. The science behind small wins is fascinating. When we accomplish even the tiniest goal, our brains release dopamine. Yes, the same feel-good chemical that makes scrolling social media so addictive. But unlike those temporary hits, the dopamine from achievement actually builds something. Each small win creates what scientists call a success loop. You set a tiny goal, you achieve it, you feel good, and suddenly, you're more likely to set another goal. Your brain literally rewires itself to seek more achievement. It's not just psychology, it's neurobiology. Let me share something personal. 3 years ago, I couldn't run for more than 2 minutes without feeling like my lungs were on fire. I was the person with a graveyard of abandoned gym memberships and dusty workout equipment. Then I discovered the power of small wins. Instead of committing to run a marathon, which felt impossible, I committed to putting on my running shoes. That's it, just putting them on. Some days, that's all I did. Other days, I'd walk to the end of my driveway, then to the end of the block. Last month, I ran my first 10 miles. Not because I suddenly became a different person, but because those tiny victories compounded. Small wins work because of what author Darren calls the compound effect. The principle is simple but profound. Consistent, small actions, repeated over time, create exponential results. If you improve just 1% each day, after a year you'll be 37 times better. Not 365% better, but 3,700% better. That's the magic of compounding. But here's the catch. And it's why so many people miss this opportunity. The results aren't visible right away. You have to trust the process during what Hardy calls the plateau of latent potential. So how do we actually implement this in our daily lives? I've developed what I call the 3 S's of small wins, a simple framework anyone can use starting today. First, start small. I mean ridiculously small. Want to write a book? Commit to writing 1 sentence. Want to get fit? Commit to 1 push-up. The goal isn't the action itself, it's breaking the inertia of not taking action. Second, stack habits. Connect your new tiny habit to something you already do without thinking. For example, after I brush my teeth, I will do 1 push-up. This uses existing neural pathways to build new ones. Third, savor success. This is crucial. Celebrate every tiny win. Did you write that 1 sentence? Take a moment to feel genuinely proud. This reinforces the neural pathways and strengthens the success loop we talked about earlier. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Emma, this sounds too simple to actually work. And that's exactly why it does work. Our brains are wired to resist big changes. They trigger our threat response. But tiny changes, they fly under the radar of our mental resistance. The other objection I hear is, I don't have time for another habit. Remember, we're talking about actions so small they take seconds. 1 push-up, 1 sentence, 1 deep breath. We all have time for that. And those seconds, they're the seeds of hours, days, and years of transformation. The most powerful truth I've learned is this. Transformation isn't about intensity. It's about consistency. Your small wins aren't small at all. They're the building blocks of the life you're creating, one tiny victory at a time. If this resonated with you, I'd love for you to join our community. Hit subscribe, share this with someone who needs to hear it, and let me know in the comments. What small win will you commit to today? Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and that step is more than enough. Until next time, this is Emma with Zenith Pulse, celebrating the extraordinary power of your ordinary moments. Thanks for watching.